not seen you guys in so long, and I have not recorded a video in so long, and there's reasonings behind it. For this video, I wanted to do like a sit down and update you guys and spill the tea with what's going on in my life. A lot has happened from August till now, which we're almost in October. So a lot has happened, and I actually vlogged. I had 2 vlogs, and I was gonna edit them and post them, but the thing is, those things happen like from August, and then a lot has changed from August to now, and I was gonna edit them and post them still because a lot has happened since August to now, and I really wanted to post those vlogs, but at the same time, I don't know, like I feel like so much has happened that I don't feel like posting those vlogs anymore. You know, I'd rather just tell you guys, and I'll incorporate clips. Like I'm basically doing multiple story times in one video, and then I'll take you guys with me throughout my day. I'm not really doing much today. I do have a big ass paper that's due Wednesday, and I've been working on it for weeks. So I've been going to this coffee shop to do my paper. Hold on, my lips are so dry. But yeah, so like there's so much updates I want to give you. I want to update you guys on my Accutane journey. I'm on month 2 of my Accutane. It's been working wonders for me, but my lips has been suffering so bad. Yeah, so like I'm just gonna get into it, and like I said, this is basically like story time after the other. Some will be vague, some will be more detailed, and I'll obviously incorporate clips so you guys can see what happened. So those vlogs that I had already planned and filmed, I'll just take clips from it and incorporate it into here so you guys can see. So basically this is just a video of me updating you guys and spreading the tea on what's been happening. As you guys can see, I moved. I'm in my new apartment, but this is not the apartment I was supposed to be moving into, so we'll get to that. But we're gonna start off with talking about my hair. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I dyed my hair again. I'm pretty sure you guys could tell, but I'm gonna incorporate clips of that process so you guys can see. Ready to see my hair? Okay. This is just way too cute. I'm obsessed with it. I am obsessed. Oh shit. It is too pretty. Too pretty. I have a little mark right here because I had my hair tied last night because just to get rid of the frizz. I still have a little bit of frizziness in my hair, which is honestly fine. It's okay. It's a little frizzy, but oh my god, hold on. Okay. It's a little frizzy still, but that is completely fine. But I dyed my hair and I'm obsessed with it. I dyed it, I straighten it. Usually I wait every 2 years to dye my hair again because I do not want it to damage my curls, and I only straighten my hair once a year, which is every August. So my mom's a hairstylist. I don't know if I ever said that, but my mom's a hairstylist and she has her own salon, her own business and everything. So I always get my hair done from my mom. No one has ever done my hair but my mom. So yeah, so like every 2 years we've come up with a plan because she doesn't want me to damage my hair either. So we've came up with a plan where every 2 years I dye my hair, and I usually do it around my birthday. But this year we did it when I straightened my hair. So I went in to get my hair straightened, but she was like, let's just knock it out from now. So I decided to go more of a brownish reddish color. I don't know if you guys can tell, but some of my old dye grew out to like here, so I have some blonde pieces in my hair still from like my old dye, but we really just focused on the roots because we didn't want to like do too much on my hair. And I went for more of like a darker reddish brown, and then obviously I have some highlights in there and then some of my old dye. So you guys will see that all in the clips I incorporated, but I'm obsessed. I'm happy that I did it. I feel good. I think last video my new growth was like up to here. Like I had like blondish brownish hair and then black hair up to here, so that's no longer a thing. I just have brown hair. And yeah, and I loved how it looked when it was straightened. It was so pretty. I liked how it looks when it's curly. So yeah, I think that's where that was a really positive thing. But I think after that, that's when things went downhill for me. After my whole hair thing, I was so excited, did my hair, I was rocking the straight hair look with the new freshly dyed hair look and everything. So that was a part of the vlog. On to the next thing, the apartment. So you guys know I did go apartment hunting back in January and February. I was apartment hunting because I knew I wanted to move from my old apartment, which I did move. And you guys knew that I was moving into a new construction, so like a new apartment complex that was in the process of being built. That apartment complex, throughout the whole summer, there was like certain move-in dates, and I was supposed to, I think in one of my vlogs I said like I was supposed to move in by August 1st. So I went up there when my lease was done at my old place, and all I was supposed to do was just transfer everything from my old apartment to my new apartment. But they pushed back the move-in date to the 16th, I believe. So that was fine. I started school the 22nd, so I'm like, oh, that's fine. So then the week of, I already met my roommate and everything. Like we were communicating with each other and everything. The week of, like the day of, we were supposed to move in. I wasn't moving until the 19th. No, moving date was the 15th. I wasn't gonna move until the 19th, but my roommate was gonna move in on moving day. So she goes up to Gainesville to move in, and I guess they told her like, hey, look, like we pushed back the date again till the 27th. And that's when school would have already started by then and everything. So I get a text from her saying, hey, I just terminated my lease. I wish you the best of luck. We won't be roommates anymore. So I was so confused because I'm like, I knew she was moving in that day, and that was the day move-in started. So I was like very confused. So I was like looking through my emails, and I found an email, and basically they moved our moved-in date to the 27th, and I start school the 22nd. So I wouldn't have anywhere to live till then. And this is their third time they've pushed back the move-in date, because it was first it was supposed to be July, then they moved it to August 1st, and then they moved it to the 15th. Sorry, they moved it to the 15th, and then they moved it to the 27th. So it was kind of hard to put my trust in them because of the amount of times they moved the move-in date. So I ultimately ended up terminating my lease just 2 days before I was, like a couple days, not 2 days, a couple days before I was to move back up to Gainesville. I had to terminate my lease as well, because there was just no way of like guarantee. They couldn't guarantee that we were gonna move in on the 27th. And it's like, okay, let's say I took all my stuff and stayed in a hotel to the 27th and it's still not ready, then I'm homeless. And then it's like, by that point, the chances of me finding somewhere would be very slim. So I was already put in a position where the chances of finding something was slim, you know, because school was starting in like a week by that point. So I ultimately went up to Gainesville. I left, this is everything you would have seen in the vlog. So I left South Florida, went back to school to Gainesville, and I didn't have a place to live. Like I didn't have anywhere to live. I was already moved out of my old apartment. So once I terminated my lease, those couple of days before I left to go to Gainesville, I was like calling around, doing so much research, and everywhere was at full capacity. No one had leases. No one could sign me a lease because like everything was full capacity. I was gonna move back to my old apartment complex. I didn't want to go back there because I had my reasons for leaving, but you know, I don't have a place to live, so I was really desperate. So I even called them and they only had one spot available, but I didn't want to sign with them because I wanted to still do my research and find other places. And I found a few other places. They weren't places that I loved, but they were options, right? So I toured one of the other options. It wasn't the place I really liked, but obviously it was different than the place I was leaving, and I was in no position of being picky. So I ended up touring that place. I didn't really like it. My mom didn't really like it. So as we're in Gainesville and we're like parked in front of that community, we're like Googling, finding places, calling around. We toured some of places that I already toured back in like my YouTube videos, like all my tourings that I did back in January and February. Some of them we retoured, and some of them were offering to sign a lease with me, but like there was downside, and it was just a lot of downsides. Like there was some available spots, but it was like I would have to settle, which was fine, but some of them were like non-negotiables for me, you know? Like one of them, I had toured them before, and I actually had it in one of my tour videos, and we went and toured it again and they had a spot available, and it was a very nice community, but there was no parking within the community. Like I would have to park in another community and walk to my community, which doesn't make sense. So my car wouldn't be within the community, it would be in another community. And like I'm paying all this money to live here and my car has to be in another community because that community just didn't have enough parking. So like stuff like that, like some of it was non-negotiable, some of them, like there was another place and you know, they had a spot, but it was a very small apartment, and the person who I'd be living with had 2 emotional support animals. And I love dogs, I love cats, but it's just like a very tiny apartment living with 2 pets, and you just don't know how people take care of their pets. And I feel like, I don't know, like what if they don't really take care of their pets that well and the apartment is a disaster? Like, you know, it was like a lot of like stuff that I was gonna have to settle with, like from different areas. So I was retouring places. Some places didn't have any availability, some places were willing to sign with me, but I would have to deal with this. And yeah, so ultimately I ended up finding a place. I toured one of these. This place is actually in my YouTube video. I toured this place before, and I don't know why I said I didn't like it, but I remember I toured this place and I put it as my least favorite back in January when I toured it. So I retoured it again with my mom and we loved it. Like, I don't know why I didn't like it back in February. I think I toured this place in February, and I don't know why I said I didn't like it, but I retoured it again and it was nice. Obviously, like they had so much to offer, like they had so much deals and so much to offer. So I ended up signing with them and I signed with them, and the day I signed with them was the day I moved in. Like I toured it, the next day I signed and moved in because everything was last minute. So I moved in. Instead of living in a 2-bedroom 2 apartment, I'm living in a 3-bedroom 3 apartment. So I do have like 2 other roommates, but they're really cool, they're very chill. And yeah, so I ended up finding a place to live, and I will still do like an apartment tour. I'm actually gonna film that tomorrow and post that Sunday. Yeah, and this should be going up today, fingers crossed. So I actually did tour this place before, and I will still do like a apartment tour, but I think it all ultimately worked out. And yeah, and it's just crazy because like I had my mind so set on moving into the other place, so when it didn't work out I was really like stressed, worried, because I didn't have a place to live. But I feel like everything ended up working in the long run, and I feel like maybe that place just wasn't meant for me, and who knows, maybe if I moved there it was just gonna be terrible. So that's one thing that happened. Next story time. After I figured out everything, well, no, while I was apartment hunting, I was getting calls from my old job. I'm not gonna go into too much detail for this story time because I feel like I can't really speak on it too much, but I can be kind of vague. And I'll definitely incorporate clips because I filmed me packing, I filmed me talking about it a little bit, so I'll definitely incorporate some clips. To record me doing my errands, but I went to Target and got a few stuff for my trip. I got some Aquaphor travel size because you guys know I've been suffering with my lips because of the whole Accutane journey I'm on, and I got some like travel size things. And then yeah, so laundry, and then once I have my laundry going, I'm gonna clean a little bit because I want to come back to a fresh apartment. So basically, I got subpoenaed to go to court, and I had to leave the first week of school to go to Texas to testify on something I really didn't know much about. And this was pertaining, it had nothing to do with me. It was pertaining to my old job, and it was me and my best friend, Kiara. You've guys seen her in like my videos before. We both worked together at my previous job. So we both worked there together for many years, and we did it every summer. And this was so random. So around the time where I found out I didn't have a place to live was around the time where I was getting calls from like lawyers and prosecutors and stuff like that, like questioning me and asking me like, oh, you may need to testify. I was really stressed around that time. So I was vlogging, but like I was in no position of editing. So when I finally found my place to live, moved in, it was a couple of days before school started. So it was the day before school starts. So it was the Tuesday, and school started the Wednesday, the 22nd of August. And I get the phone call. No, I get a text message from my best friend, like freaking out, like, hey, look, like we're gonna be going to Texas. And I was so confused because I thought the chances of us, like I said, we had nothing to do with the situation. So I thought the chances of us going to Texas were very slim. That was not the case. Like, they wanted us to come to Texas. So after I heard her voice memo, I got a call basically asking for my information and everything so they can go ahead and book my flight. Everything was crashing down on me so quickly, and I didn't really have time to like talk about it. I didn't even have time to talk about it with my parents. Like everything was happening so quick that they wanted everything within that phone call. So ultimately we ended up going through with booking my flight and everything, and I had a court subpoena issued to me. So I did go to the first, so basically I found out the Tuesday and I was leaving the Saturday. That's how quick they wanted me in Texas. So I basically, how my schedule worked out, school started the Wednesday. So I had class Wednesday, and I had some of my classes, since school started in the middle of the week, some of my classes didn't start till Monday. And then my schedule wasn't fully finalized yet because I was still iffy about certain classes. So, and it was drop add week. So I did go to like a few of my classes on Wednesday, and I think Thursday at the time I didn't have one of my classes that I was supposed to have Thursday got pushed to Monday, which I wasn't going to be able to attend. And then Fridays I don't have class. So I only got to go to like one or two? I think I got to go to like one or two classes. And then yeah, I went to two classes. One was in person, but I ended up dropping that class, and then the other one was in Zoom. And all my other classes I never got to see because I had to go to Texas. So I went to Texas, I emailed my professors my subpoena, and yeah, I left from Gainesville, went to Atlanta, then from Atlanta to San Antonio. I went to Texas, and it was an emotional roller coaster. I didn't have to testify. It worked out. They just called us as a just in case, but it was a lot of stress and a lot of crying because it's kind of like, that's scary. Like, imagine you're a college student, and the thing is, I didn't work at that job this summer. Like, I've worked there for years, but last summer, like this summer that just we came out of, I didn't work there. So it was very like confusing for me why we got dragged into something when we weren't even there. But I guess this is a case that's been going on for a couple years now, and like I said, I don't even know much about the case. And I don't know, it was very random, very stressful, because at the end of the day I didn't have to testify, but it is scary. And at least I got to experience this with my best friend. Like, I wasn't alone. Like, at least like we had each other, but it was definitely scary. So we were in Texas for a week. We were there from Saturday. So we were there from the 26th to September 1st. It was a week. It was like 6 days or a week. It was basically a week. I think it was from the 26th to the 1st. I don't remember, but we were there for a week. So the first week of school I missed because I had to go to Texas. I was forced to go to Texas and I couldn't find it. I tried to fight it and I asked them, can I like zoom into this or can I do this virtually? And they said, no, you have to be here in person. So I went literally for nothing because we didn't even testify, but we went. And while I was gone, a hurricane hits Florida, so school gets canceled for like 2 to 3 days. So it ends up working out in my favor. So some of my classes I didn't really miss too much because of the hurricane and school got shut down. So that kind of worked out. And then I come back from Texas and that's when things start to like cool down. And all of this, like I said, I had vlogged. But it was just kind of like all over the place because my life was all over the place, that the vlogs were just all over the place. Like that I'm doing this where I'm like telling you guys what's happening, but like implementing clips of what happened and stuff. Got into the flow of school. School's actually a little bit harder this time around, and I guess it's because it's my senior year, but this shit's kind of hard. But I feel like since I don't really have much to do here in Gainesville, like I've been doing pretty good on staying on top of my classes. And yeah, so that's just been like a little insight into why I haven't been posting. I think it's almost been 2 months since I last posted, and every week where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna post, I don't post because I'm just too busy. Like I'm trying to catch up on school, but then like I also love filming videos and posting, and I feel like I just haven't had time to do what I truly love, which is making YouTube videos. I'm for sure going to film. So this was just like a quick little update on like what's been going on. Right now what I have planned for the day, I have a big paper. I have a 10 to 15 page paper due Wednesday, and today is Friday. Since September started, I've been working on this paper. Like I'm already on like 12 pages, and I've been working on it every day. So I am not stressed about it because I've been working on it, but I am at the point where the due date is coming up closer, and all the information that's not on the paper, I need to get it on the paper. I'm trying to work on it every day, and I have been setting a schedule for myself in my journal, and I've been doing pretty good. Today's the only day where I'm not following a schedule. I should have been at the coffee shop, and I think it's like 2 o'clock now, and I'm still not there, but that's fine. I've been going early every other day, but yeah, so I just wanted to come in and check in on you guys, and I am going to be filming my apartment tour. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to hold myself accountable and film it tomorrow, but it probably won't be up till Sunday evening. And this should be up today because I'm going to take you guys with me to the coffee shop and stuff, but like honestly, not much is going on today. It wasn't that much. Originally, I was supposed to film myself doing my makeup and talk to you guys, but I ended up just doing a time lapse instead because I knew how I wanted this video to go. It just wouldn't make sense to be doing my makeup but then like showing you clips. Like it would have just been too much. So that's why I did a time lapse of me doing my makeup. We sat and talked. You guys got to see what happens, and now we're gonna go do some schoolwork. And then yeah, and then I feel like I have a good schedule now with school where I can start filming more. So I feel like weekends are the like starting from Thursday evening to Sunday, I feel like that's the time where I can like film videos and edit and post because those are like my free time. I guess I'm saying just expect videos on the weekends because that's the only time I really have. But you guys are gonna be getting 2 videos, not just 1 but 2 videos this week, and then next week we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. We'll figure it out, but for now we're just gonna be focusing on the now, and we're gonna be doing 2. But I have to go, and you guys are definitely gonna come along with me, and I'll see you guys later. Also guys, there's another topic I never really mentioned that I was supposed to mention is my Accutane journey. So I just made it to the parking lot of the coffee shop, but before I go in to do some work, I wanted to tell you guys about my journey with Accutane so far. And so far it has been pretty good. I can't complain. I know a lot of people get a lot of bad symptoms. Me personally, I haven't had any really bad symptoms. The only thing that I will say that's been kicking my ass is my lips. My motherfucking lips been so dry. They're so dry. Like, I don't wear lip gloss, I don't wear what am I talking about? I don't wear lip gloss, lipsticks, or anything anymore, because the only thing I can wear on my lips is Aquaphor, travel size Aquaphor. I can't leave the house without the Aquaphor. If I leave, I have to turn around and get it because I'm screwed. Like right now I have Aquaphor on my lips. Once this shit wears off, it's like my lips turns into a damn desert. Like, that's the only thing. And no matter how much Aquaphor you put on your lips, the second it comes off, your lips go back to being dry. My lips won't hold moisture at all. It won't. And it was getting so bad that I was getting cuts on the side of my mouth, so I can't leave. And my hair was getting dark too because of the cuts and shit, but I've mastered it and I just reapply. And like right now I have Aquaphor, but I already feel like part of my lips getting dry, so I know I need to reapply. I don't wait until all the Aquaphor is off my lips. I reapply. Yeah, I think that's the only symptom. I do feel my skin, they say like you're gonna experience your whole body, like your whole skin all over your body, just not your face, will get dry. I do feel like my skin does get dry, but I lotion like every day, so I moisturize my skin really well, and I moisturize my face very well, so I don't have any like peeling or anything, or any bad like dryness of skin. The only thing I can say is my lips, but I think I've just been doing a really good of keeping my body and my face very moisturized. Another thing is, like, bro, they say not to get sunburn when you're on Accutane, which is very true because your skin is the most sensitive. But I go on campus every day and it's so hot here in Gainesville, beams so hard. So not gonna lie, when I'm like not wearing like clothes that like covers my skin, when the sun just beams on my skin, it burns. Like, it burns more than usual, and I just know it's because my skin just doesn't want that heat. It does not want the sun on it. But other than that, like, I feel like my journey is really good. I feel like I'm glowing. A lot of people are saying like, oh, you're glowing, your skin looks good. I have makeup on, but like, even without the makeup, my skin has cleared up so much. I do get like occasional breakouts, like, you know, I still get the occasional like pimples here and there. I'm only on month 2, so like not all my acne is gone and not all my breakouts have stopped. I still break out, but my skin is very like clear. Like, it's the most clearest I've ever seen it in a very, very long time. And I break out, but I don't break out as much. My skin is very glowy, it's very clear, it's very soft, to the point where I put on makeup, it looks very nice. It doesn't look that bad. Like I said, I still have some texture, I still have some scarring, but it isn't anything like, it's not terrible. Like, my skin compared to the summertime to now, like every month I do have to talk to my doctor. And every month I do have to take a pregnancy test because you can't get pregnant on Accutane. So every month I take a pregnancy test. Every month I sent in pictures of my skin to my doctor. It's only been 2 months so far. So from month 1, from now, like from month 1 and 2, huge difference. Oh my gosh, huge difference, huge difference. And my doctor even says like, you still have a long way to go, your skin is gonna get more and more, like it's gonna get better as time goes on, but she's like, she definitely sees the difference. And it just makes me happy. Like, if it cleared up this much and it's not even that perfect, I can't imagine till like month 4, month 5. I'm on this for 6 months. So I started August, so I'm not gonna come off till like February, I think. But so yeah, so I'm really happy. If it's like cleared up this much and I'm looking this glowy on month 2, I can't wait to see what happens closer to when I'm like finishing my medication. They started me off with just 40 milligrams, so like half the dose. So they only started me with 40 milligrams. Now they upped my dose for this month, which is I'm taking 30 milligrams in the morning and 40 milligrams at night. So they did up my dosage. I think I'm at the maximum. I think that's what she told me. I'm at the maximum dosage. I could be wrong, but they upped it. At first I was only taking it at night, 40 milligrams. Now I'm taking 30 milligrams in the morning and 40 milligrams at night. So they did up my dosage. So she did say I am supposed to be experiencing more dryness. And when I talked to her, that was September 14th, 15th, I think. And we're September 29th. So it's been a good week or two since I last talked to her, and they upped my medication. And the only thing I can say that got more dry is my lips. Like, skin-wise, all the other symptoms that people say, like nosebleeds and like other things, joint pains and stuff, I haven't really experienced. I'm not complaining. I don't want to experience those things, but they up my dosage and I haven't really seen anything else. I haven't experienced anything else, and I'm not complaining because, like I said, I don't want to experience any type of like body aches and nosebleeds, hella dry skin. Like, not for me. I'm happy with how I look right now. Skin, and that's what I'm gonna say. I'll take dry lips so I can have clear skin. But I am happy. I was really on the fence about it, and I'm glad I went on it. It makes me wish I had gone on this sooner. But hey, everything happens in due time. Everything happens in the timing it's supposed to be in. So I'm just really happy. I'm seeing a difference. But yeah, I wanted to shed some light on that because I know I did mention it in the beginning of the video and I didn't give you guys an update on that. But yeah, your girl's gonna go walk in and do some work. Got here pretty late. Usually I'm here by like 12 o'clock. It is about to be 3. Like, usually I'm here from 12 to like 4 or 5. It's not a lot of people because yeah, and I was here for a good 4 or 5 hours yesterday, so I'm not even trying to be here for a long time. Like, if anything, I'm just trying to be here for like a good hour or two to work on my paper. But you know, I'm not even gonna try to be here all day like I usually do. Like, sometimes I'll be here for 5-6 hours, but I'm not doing that today because I've been doing that a lot and I got a lot of my paper done and I need a day to myself, you know. So, and I really want to have time to edit this video, and the later it gets, I know I'm not gonna want to edit. So I'm gonna go and work in there for at least an hour, try to get some work done, and then go home and look about dinner and start editing this vlog. Like I said, this vlog is not gonna be as interesting because it's mostly just me talking and updating you guys, but I still wanted to produce some sort of content because like I refuse to let it hit the 2-month mark and I have not dropped a video. Like, I refuse for that to happen. But I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm editing the vlog. I'm basically done, but I just peeped that I never showed you guys, like I never like recorded when I was at the coffee shop, and I never did an outro to this vlog, so that's what I'm doing now. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was just me talking. I promise the next video will be more interesting, but I kind of just wanted to do like an updated video updating what's been going on. But I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. I really want to get this video up. It's 8 o'clock right now and this is the last clip, so I'm gonna edit this and then do the thumbnail, do everything, and have this up. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys would like to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next video.